Alright, what's up? Welcome back. This is What's the Remedy Podcast. It's your boy, Dr. J.
Mr. Wash.
Ashley Ray.
And this is your weekly conversation on mental health, social issues, and other contributing factors plaguing society. We are the antiseptic to toxic masculinity. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing
great.
Yeah, I hear my voice crack. Yeah. I ain't got no voice.
It's good. Somebody else should have tried that.
Yeah.
You gonna try it?
No.
You want to read it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was just like, what's up, y'all? You know we here.
We out here.
We out here.
We out here.
It's What's the Remedy Podcast.
He's right.
Yeah. What?
Some bus said,
Oh,
Insecure.
Oh.
We out here.
We out
That's
here.
what's the name program? That's the program that she was working for.
Yeah. Oh, we got y'all.
We got
y'all.
y'all.
We got y'all.
We got y'all.
We got y'all. Alright, everybody week and stuff is good and everything.
Yeah.
That playing into what we gonna talk about and shit, because the hood ain't got us. We ain't got shit.
Yeah. But you know what? I was gonna ask y'all how y'all
Go ahead, Beard.
fucking voice.
Raspy.
But no, I was gonna ask y'all because another plant exploded over here, in Crosby.
Oh, Crosby, yeah.
Y'all ain't had no effects.
Not yet. I mean, if I have another third nipple or something, what the fuck? Like, that's why I stayed in the house. Probably why I passed out, to be honest, when I got home.
Oh,
So
we
I
sleep.
went to sleep. Like, I didn't go to sleep like that.
Yeah, no, y'all got all kind of chemicals in the air over here on the east side, so I was kind of nervous.
Did you check up on us? No.
No.
Okay.
I figured if y'all was in trouble, y'all would let me know.
All right.
Think I'm dying.
That's why I ain't gonna work out yesterday.
I was gonna say, 'cause I was holding conversation with y'all for the past few days, so and then like
They think I'm dying. He was just taking me back to my shelter in place, my nigga.
yeah, I was like, why y'all leaving the house? You don't be inside. Shelter in place means shelter in place. Actually, you're supposed to be inside. But yeah. So anybody got anything? Oh my God, man! What the fuck?
Hey, this is how you do them right here, baby. When you injured,
You gotta keep pushing.
You play through.
Right. Put him in the game. Coach should be alright. Got pneumonia and everything.
Yeah, hurt the end.
That's all right. Dr. J got
I'll leave some of this so you just respond. You play.
I'm just here.
Yeah. So,
Talking about shit keep cracking and
so just play out on the topic we talking about there.
Hit it.
Yeah.
With that wash leave from there on out, man. Shit ridiculous.
Nah, but we I guess we go into the check yourself segment.
Yeah, we can slide up into the main segment right now.
Yeah, what I'm saying. We're drinking the water, trying
We can slide up in the main segment.
and I'm saying Marble Spoons is the witching hour.
Quiet, so
Yeah. So, but now we're going to check yourself segment. Basically, we're talking about this. We don't want to talk about the whole Nipsey Russell.
Nipsey Russell.
Hey, slide some oil to me. Let it trickle down my spine. All
right.
If you ain't got STD, Crisco would do just fine.
That's sad.
That's some home jam. I love the Wiz.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I don't sing that song. This is Michael for me. Michael does something.
Oh, he true. Anyway,
it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
You can leave. You can leave.
Oh, he did.
Anyway.
Would you like to climb tree?
I am Peter Pan. Anyway.
But no, like I said, we're talking about the Nipsey Hussle situation. We don't go all into that because, like I said, it's been put all out there. But we want to talk about just the hood itself. Like, what are your feelings on just street code, hood code?
Okay, well, and just to give like a little background to it, so while we're having this conversation is, I mean, of course, all the details are out about, Nipsey Hussle's murder or whatever. But what one of the storylines that has been out there from family and people close to it was that the person that killed him was somebody from his gang set. For those
Roman 60s, baby.
That don't know, gangs have different sets, and so this set was actually the one that he was a part of, and so the dude that killed him was a part of
his set.
Yeah. But
he had been locked up and supposedly was a snitch and that kind of stuff, and then so code says that you don't really deal with snitches like they're not allowed back. You know what I'm saying?
Snitches get stitches. I had to remember.
Yeah. Snitches.
Whatever.
You really concentrated on that.
I know she was hard.
Snitches? Yeah.
Snitches get stitches, but
I told all the time. That's why I ain't in the game.
Yeah, You a tattletale?
For sure, I ain't going to jail.
But anyway, so like,
away from the stove. You just snitch away from the stove.
The code is that you ain't supposed to come around. You know, of course, you can get killed, things like that. People don't really deal with snitches like that. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I'm just thinking like it's so messed up. The code is messed up.
Well, I mean, and that's why we're gonna talk about it.
I don't know anything about this type of stuff. Just saying, I'll be talking all that thug shit. I don't know nothing.
Yeah, you don't know. You ain't no real thug, man.
No, I'm not.
I'm not either. I'm not a thug at all. I'm just scary looking individual. I'm not.
Yes, no, so like I said, I've been around hood environments and
yeah, I know
went to hood schools. I'm a very suburban guy.
It just scares me, to be honest. I'm good. I'm stay away from that.
Yeah.
What scares you?
What scares me? You see how he got shot? I just feel like an innocent bystander would have got shot just by just going in that store thinking, hey, I just want to buy something to support the hood, and you have this shit going on. Like, that's what
essentially
scares
what
me.
happened. Like, well, I mean, not what happened in that situation, but that's what happens when bystanders get shot in those situations.
Yeah, it just scares me. Stuff like that scares me.
And I guess talk to you about your fear or whatever. This is a fear I always had. I guess it's kind of play into kind of like what happened a little bit. One of my biggest fears growing up, like in high school and stuff like that, was I feared that I was gonna get killed, like at a young age.
Why?
And the reason I felt that way was because around my friends, whatever case be, like I say, I come to parent home. You know what I'm saying? My parents done did, you know what I'm saying, good for themselves, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I went to, you can say a hood high school, whatever the case may be, a hood environment and stuff. But I always felt like the person I was gonna die young because my friends that I hung with and stuff like that, their parents all liked me. Their parents always like, oh yeah, he's the one, like, hey, Alan's doing this and he's doing that. Oh,
you should be like him.
You should be like him.
Like Victoria.
Because I'm, like I say, I'm top 15 in grades in school and shit like that, and all this other stuff, engineering. And they're like, man, you need to be more like him and blah, blah, blah. And I always told my best friend, I always told her, I was like, yeah, I'm really scared. I'm going to be the example. I'm going to be the nigga that's died that's going to be the example to my friends to be like, hey, change your lives because I died, whatever, live on for me type shit.
Aww.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
You're going to be a martyr.
Yeah, I was going to be a martyr for a great cause, which I feel like, sadly, this situation is kind of like a lot of people gonna do some positive things, whatever.
Because of what happened.
Because what happened.
I learned more about him after his death. I'm just like, that's some sad shit.
It is, and it like everything I find out after the fact, it just gets more and more sad.
Yeah, I was like, why y'all never say all this before? Maybe I didn't look into it. Like,
well, I
was just like, it wasn't promoted like that.
Because he never bothered to promote it like that. Like he was doing all this stuff, but he didn't really look for accolades from it. He was just trying to help his hood.
And I like that.
Well,
I admire that about him.
That's what I'm saying. It makes me like more and more, like I said, it came out today, whatever, that, the reason why he was even up there was his friend had just got out of jail for 20 years, had called him like, hey, I'm out, this and that. He was like, okay, I'll meet you at the store, meet me at the store, because I'm going to lace you up right, whatever, with clothes and stuff like that, so when you go home to see your family, you know what I'm saying, you looking right and everything else.
Right.
And he didn't tell nobody that he was going to do that. That was kind of like a spur of the moment thing, why he was even up there.
I wonder how his friend feels what happened.
Because his friend that got shot, like it was his friend, whatever, just got out of jail.
He shot?
Yeah, he's on people hurt, like him and his nephew. Because his nephew was the one picking him up from jail, I guess, whatever. They met him over.
So the dude just started shooting crazy, or he just shot at Nipsey?
No, he went back for Nipsey.
No, he, like I say, he walked up. They was in the, like you say, they was like in between some cars. And I was like, you see the dude walk up in the whole strip mall. He walks up to them, but they all standing like in a circle between these cars, and he just started shooting. So they start scattering, and you see Nipsey fall, and he hit the ground, whatever, and you see him, I guess, shoot him again, whatever, and then kick him and stuff like that.
I didn't know what happened.
Well, yeah, because what they said happened was he was at the store already, and he told him, hey, you a snitch, blah blah, and he basically called him out in front of everybody, like embarrassed him in the store, and was like, you need to leave, you're not allowed over here. So the dude left, came back with a pistol and killed Nipsey. That's why
how many stories have you heard like that? Because I've heard stuff like just a while ago that happened at the address. Like somebody got in a fight, came back, shot outside, could have shot in there. Like they said he shot outside the patio or something.
Yeah, in the parking lot.
Yeah, it's the manhood thing. Like I said, because like I say, that situation can happen 50 million different ways, right? Yeah. That conversation that they had, like I said, because nobody knows outside of how the conversation went. But like, he could have a conversation. The dude could have walked in and he'd been like, "Hey, bro, like you're not welcome here, like this and that." And it could just been like a serious conversation with everybody else that's in the store or whatever. Could have just been quiet and sitting, or it could have been the same conversation could have been had, and him talking to him, everybody laughing.
Yeah.
And that laughing, whatever, set old buddy off. Like, you basically just embarrassed me
in front of all these people.
And
you care how you look.
Yeah.
So now you gotta show that.
And you can,
play like
if you watch the video of him actually killing him, you can tell that he's like that upset because he goes back and he, like after he shoots him, he runs up and kicks him. Like, you already shot him. Like, what are you kicking him for? Like, you that mad? So like, it leads me to the question. Because I think we've all dealt with, at least I know as males, we deal with this before, because they were having a conversation about it on Twitter today too, about like playing Madden. You know, niggas getting playing Madden and niggas talking shit.
Yeah, y'all can't handle that.
Like I've seen full-on fist fights come off of just playing Madden. Like, but it's because you get embarrassed. And so, how do y'all feel about that? Because I feel like that may be a form of toxic masculinity.
Yes, that is
toxic masculinity.
And I feel like we've always learned that. Like, we've always been that way.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know.
Not women.
Yeah, but and that's what I want to know. What's the difference between men and women? But why are we having to fight over things like that? And women don't seem to fight over stuff like that, like ego stuff.
Ego.
I said women don't really fight over ego as much as men do.
No.
But men will fight over like, oh, you embarrassed me?
Oh yeah.
You embarrassed me in front of everybody, made me look like a bitch. Then I gotta prove myself.
Yeah, I don't want to look like a bitch.
But like women don't have that issue. Not as much.
Not as much, but I think they'll handle it different with.
How do you think women handle it?
They don't keep talking to us and they just go like, oh, I got you later or something. I don't know. We can go.
You never had a problem with like somebody trying to embarrass you or trying to clown you in front of people or nothing like that?
Yeah, but I had a girl say, I remember we were in front of a couple of folks and she was just like, your voice is annoying. And I just laughed it off. I was just like, oh, okay. And back then I probably was like, your face annoying. Like I'll say something back. But
right.
I think it's worse now more than ever. Because I think in the past, whatever, like, I think one of our biggest things we don't know how to take an L.
Right.
And I think our generation, you know what I'm saying, we could take an L because like you say something crazy to me, whatever, I'm gonna roast you back.
Yeah.
We'll go back and forth, whatever.
Yeah, I think we'll go back.
And at worst, we're gonna fight.
Yeah.
This generation they don't know how to hell even roast each other.
But he seems like he's part of our generation. They gotta shot him.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be a little bit younger. I think he might be a little bit younger.
But like I say, even in our generation, I think our generation is a split.
Right.
We have some of us that's our age
that know how to take it,
and then some of them that's more inbred into what's going on now.
Let me ask a question: like, have you ever done like basically talk to someone like? Would you say like call someone out or?
Yeah, like embarrass them.
I have embarrassed people before.
I've never.
I ain't even embarrassed.
Yeah, I never have with them because like I've always kind of felt that because like I said I've seen it with other people. I've always felt like if I feel like I'm gonna say something, if you take me there, then I feel bad afterward because it takes a lot to get me to that point. Because I always feel like whatever I say out my mouth, I can't take back.
I meant every word I said.
I'm pretty sure
you was there when I did it, and you was like, "Oh Lord!" Like I meant every word.
Yeah. So
but I mean, for me, it was more or less when I was younger. Mm-hmm. So like when I was
how young? I was in my 20s. I was probably 25.
I'm talking about like young. I'm talking about like just fist fighting because you're embarrassed. I think that's why I say I think it stems from that. Like it stems from like when I'm 13 years old, I used to have my cousin used to try to clown all the time. I was a little fat kid or whatever. And so he used to try to clown all the time. And like we go back and forth, but then he started getting disrespectful. And then like so at some point I'd be like, all right, that's enough. And we fight. Like that's
okay, everybody's done that.
But I'm saying like if you feel like you were to that level of disrespect, there's no telling how somebody's gonna react to it.
Yeah, I've done that. My brother would probably clown me in front of people, call me a little dirty. I remember little dirty, you ain't gonna take a bath.
I remember you like one of my cousins. I was small, nailed up, and he was on playing video games and shit, and he whooped my ass. And you know, so I'm getting fired up, like I'm mad and shit, whatever, right?
What is it about video games?
I don't know because like it's competition.
Yes.
No. And it's like you know what I'm saying. And I got so mad. He's big as fuck.
Did you jump on him?
No, I swung on him.
You swung?
That nigga folded my ass up. And they hit me one time in the stomach and folded me up.
How old is he? He was older than you.
He hit by like shit, he about like 2 years older than me, maybe. Like not that old, but he was bigger than me. And folded my shit up.
Yeah, I gotta beat up goats.
Yeah, like I just feel like that whole idea of, you know, I can't look bad in front of everybody is what this kind of stems from. And so like in that given situation, like supposedly the word is that like it was he kind of made a scene out of it, like getting him out there, but at the same time, like I don't know, like I don't know how to feel about that, because I mean,
are you wrong for doing that?
For making a scene, maybe. But I mean, but at the same time, there's nothing really wrong with that.
Just take your L.
It's about taking your L, and there's also this situation.
Many L's.
But it's about this situation too, though. It's about like who you have around you. Like I say,
yeah.
when old buddy left for the right, like you said, like his gal was waiting on the corner. Who's to say like his gal didn't pump it up and keep it going, whatever? Because you do need to chill out. And I'll share this personal story with me and stuff.
Yeah.
Basically, me and my homeboys, you know what I'm saying, fuck with these girls, whatever case may be. You know what I'm saying? She had an ex, whatever case may be. He came over with his partner. You know what I'm saying? My homeboys talking shit. You know what I'm saying? They talking shit. I'm sitting in the living room with one of the girl's sisters, whatever. We looking like, man, this some bullshit. This and that. They see, you know, somebody scream out, he got a gun.
In the house?
Yeah, everybody scared. You know what I'm saying? Because he outside the car, whatever.
Yeah.
And then my partner's talking at the doorway, man, fuck you nigga, what this and that. Everybody fucking scared. You know what I'm saying? I'm on across the house with him outside, the jet across the house, nigga kicking the door. We go to the bathroom and shit, whatever. Me and my partner and one of the girls, whatever. We in the bathroom, everybody else in the other front room. You know what I'm saying? Me and my partner holding the door, whatever. We trying to get up out this bitch, you know what I'm saying? They got like burglar bars on the door and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Then you hear like a shotgun cock. I get off the door, I'm like, man, fuck this shit. Nigga, finish you through the damn door. Yeah. And stuff. So we sitting there, he like, man, dude, like, man, so old girl, I just want her out to come out, blah, blah, blah. She in the fucking bathtub. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say like this bitch here. She get out the bathtub with her, right? She go to the door, she goes to open the door, and then she like, I can't do it. And then she get back in the tub and close the shower curtain.
I'm not laughing because I am laughing.
We was like,
but y'all, I wouldn't go out there either.
Yeah, we was like, what the fuck? So my partner holding the door, we plotting. He said, hey.
The dude is in the house.
The dude's in the house. It's him and his homeboy in the house. You know, it's like we hear the shotgun, cock, whatever case may be. We feel like he would blast the door. My partner's like, hey, he gonna kick this door in. When he come through, he said, I'm gonna hit the gun up. He say, you wear this nigga ass
this
out.
Sound like some Kevin Hart shit.
While we discussing this shit, nigga kicks the door in. We kick the door back. He hit him. We lock the door back.
Y'all didn't run out?
No. We lock the door back. Nigga say, man, all right, this what's up. I'm saying, this how it's gonna be cold. Be like,
he could have just shot y'all.
Yeah, he could have just shot the door. He was like, man, you know what? This what's up. I'm gonna come back about 5 minutes. He say, these niggas still over here. Kill everybody in the house. Nigga left. And we was fucked anyway. We was really fucked. We was on the one-way street. At a dead end at the end of the street.
So he just could have been out there waiting on y'all.
Pretty much. That nigga left. Nigga, we got in the car. Burnt out, whatever.
She left?
No. Me and my partners left.
Y'all didn't make sure she was okay?
Shit.
I mean, damn. Really?
That was her ex nigga. But we left, whatever case may be. But this is my thing. This is what I'm getting to. When we left, we hyped. You know what I'm saying? Hyped, we pissed. Like, partner called like his brother and shit like that. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? His brother on some other shit. Like, hey, my nigga, this nigga's over here on some bullshit. We was in Acres homes, whatever. Yeah, we was finna go, you know what I'm saying? Do some stupid shit.
What you doing?
But this is my thing. We finna do some stupid shit. But we went to like CC's right after that shit, right? And we calmed down and like, you know what I'm saying, laughed about it, whatever case may be. But like I say, if one of us would have still escalated the situation, who knows how
pump you up and be like, yeah, what if y'all would have called his brother and be like, hey, bring your people and your guns. And, and it's worse.
And it happens a lot where like you always have to have at least, like say you gotta have like one nigga in your crew that's kind of like level headed. To where like, okay, do we really want to do all of this? Do we want to take it to that level?
Yeah.
Because if you don't have that person, then it can escalate fast. And then you end up in those type of situations.
Because all things that you know what I'm saying, you disrespect, all things that one nigga be like, nigga do you like that?
Exactly. Like I mean, like let's say dude went back to the car and that's what this guy was saying. Oh, he gonna talk recklessly in front of everybody like that.
Who the fuck is he? Who the fuck is he? Tell you can't come back to the hood and all this other stuff like that. All it takes.
All it takes is one person to tell me
to gas you up,
tell me to go back, and now all of a sudden, you know, and okay. So on top of that, to get back kind of on topic of mental health, supposedly the dude got caught in a mental health facility. He was checking himself in under his real name, so they of course caught him because it's a manhunt for him. But supposedly before that he had some mental health issues, like because he was in prison and everything else. But he had mental health issues. So you got to take being embarrassed, possibly being gassed up by somebody else, and you already got, you know, some bad thoughts in your head to begin with. That's just a recipe for that type of shit. And so, like, people are like, oh, well, how can somebody just go up and kill Nipsey Hussle? Like, if he's already mentally unstable,
he can do that.
Oh, he's not thinking twice about it. And he may have thought twice about it, which is maybe why he checked himself into the mental health facility after that. Because then he went back and thought, oh, damn, I really fucked up. Because when he snapped, he snapped. And so that's the other thing that I sometimes am fearful of. Because people be like, and just going back to the whole Nipsey Hussle thing, like, he felt like he was comfortable. That's why he went to the store by himself. He's like, I'm in my hood. Like, I know these people. These people love me. Like, we good. Like, I'm good out here. And so what bothers me about situations like that is that you never know where somebody else is coming from.
That's true.
You never know where they're
That's
headed.
even scary.
I was listening to the Green Idiots podcast today. They released the episode early. And they was talking about it, and Charlamagne said something that's real. He was like, yeah, he's like, you know, I did something, whatever. He's like, my dad getting his ass beat by a white man at work and shit like that, tied and blah, 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 right? He said, as a kid, I'm doing some stupid shit, whatever. My mom was like, wait till your dad get home, right? And he said, your dad get home and beat the fuck out you, right? Yeah. Whoop your ass and stuff like that. He was like, your daddy, he's like, damn, all I did was just something that wasn't even that bad, right? But
he already frustrated.
He was like, he said, my dad not whooped my ass because of what I did. He whooped my ass because of the white man whooping his ass, and he had to release that anger and that frustration some kind of way.
Okay, so my mom whooping my ass was the white man.
It may not be the white man, but it may be something in the past.
Something in the past.
I always wondered that too.
Yeah, so you
don't want to talk about it.
So you need an outlet. So you need an outlet to express that, and usually people like adults like put it on their kids and stuff like that.
I think I went through that when my father died. Like I was fighting everybody. It didn't matter. Like I was drinking, and yeah, I remember that fight.
I mean, it's kind of like that. It's like that anyway because you could look at it as a form of bullying. What happened? Because like I mean, yes, he was a snitch, so you're wrong or whatever. And by code, he shouldn't have been there. But calling him out in front of people is like he may look at that in his mind as them bullying him. I mean, he may not use that terminology, but it's basically them bullying him.
But like I said, going back to like I say, what they was talking about, like you know, saying the dad releasing anger on the kid and stuff like that. Same thing, like. You don't know what the dude was going through when he came.
Exactly.
He might have been coming there like.
And made it even worse.
He might have been coming there like, man, you know, shit's bad for me. I'm going in the hood, get some love.
Yeah.
And niggas disrespect you, whatever case may be. You feel disrespected. Now you've been on like this seesaw, put you over. Like I say, it's like just because you might have a conversation. Like I say, in this situation, they're saying wrong in no kind of way.
No.
Like I say, you handled the situation, you saw how it would be handled. But that's the scary part that everybody talking about. The scary part is like, I know how I feel, but nobody knows how you feel in that moment.
So how do you supposed to handle it if you do not know how that person is mentally? Like you don't know.
You can't like that.
So we just don't know. We just gonna. I can't just be me.
You can be you. That's the thing. You can.
But
be
what if
you.
I'm there cracking jokes? You know I like to crack jokes. Like, girl, what's up?
I don't try to be mean. Be cognizant of the temperature, be able to take the temperature of the room, I guess is what I would say. And like I said, that situation is like in that situation is almost unavoidable because that's just an evil situation.
Yeah.
The dude that was evil for that. So, but like if it's any other situation where you can tell something is building, like if you're in a situation you cracking jokes and you can tell the facial expression that person is changing.
And I can tell people, you should be able to read people's vibes like we were talking about. You can't read people's vibes. You can read people's vibes like I can't play with that person like that.
Yeah, like you can tell.
Like I know some men don't like to play with me at certain times, but they get real offended if I be like, "Oh, niggas do that," and niggas be like, "Oh, you better stop saying, oh, niggas do that." Yeah, I got told that the other day. That's how the nigga sounded. But yeah, I was just like, damn, okay, I ain't gonna say that no more because you getting really damn mad. So I just had to stop. I was like, fuck it.
But like you say, some people don't know how to read the room. Or it's two things. It's like some people don't know how to read the room, and some people can be focused on other stuff that you're not taking cues from the situation.
or you could be real passionate about something. And, I like I said, I won't say.
You probably was passionate about like when you a snitch, you get the fuck off.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to place this on that circumstance, but given that situation and given the fact that that is, you know, what is done in that environment, I mean, that's something that people are very passionate about.
Yeah.
So if I'm there, I got my homeboy that just got out of doing 20 years, and then some other people from the hood in there, and we all know that snitches shouldn't be around. I'm thinking that you need to get your ass out.
Yeah.
Like that's just bottom
I
line.
can just see that all day.
And so like everybody is gonna be, heated about him.
You snitched. Stay your ass away from
And
them.
what he said was the dude said he wasn't a snitch. Basically, what happened was he was saying I'm not a snitch or whatever. But you know, Nips told him, hey, well, I need to see your paperwork because you know when you come from getting locked up, you have paperwork to vouch for the fact that what happened and
why you was released.
Why you were released.
Oh, he was released early, right?
Supposedly. So like that's what like I mean some kind of way word got to everybody else that he was a snitch. And so he's like, I'm not. And they're like, okay, well let's see your paperwork. And he was I guess basically he told him he didn't have it or something, so everybody started getting on him about it, told him to get out. And he gets out and then comes back mad. But I'm saying that like if you're passionate about something, sometimes you can't read the temperature. Because if I'm real upset, I don't give a fuck how you feel. And then like if I'm real upset and I'm coming down on you for something, but I mean what I will say is I feel like he tried to meter it a little bit. Because I mean normally in that situation, like a snitch, you know, you getting jumped, you getting killed, that kind of stuff. But he's like, you know what?
Go.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna give you a pass and you know
Just
leave.
Yeah.
So he was passionate, but he was also kind of compassionate at the same time. But like I said, if you're too passionate, sometimes you can't tell that this ain't going the way it should be.
It's just always sad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I say, and it kind of boils down to, which is really sad, a fake sense of security.
Right.
Like, I'm in my hood and my shit, so I should be the most secure feeling in this situation, in this environment, and with niggas I know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like somebody just drove up in a car we never seen before, or nigga walk up we never seen before. Your senses are not gonna pick up to be like, hey, what the fuck is this about? It's the same, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's situation is niggas we know. Yep. And you know what I'm saying? That's when we feel like most secure. And I said, like, okay, well, we know how this shit gonna go, but you never know what somebody is. Which leads to the fact of, like, everybody's intentions. Everybody ain't happy for you.
Right.
Ooh.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't want to see you come up, everybody see you rise. And, like, a lot of conversations about the situation led to people talking about, people can be angry to the fact, like, hey, me and you grew up together. You know what I'm saying? We in the same hood, we in the same clique, this and that, right? We've had the same situations, maybe family-wise, right?
Yeah.
But look at what you become. And look what I become.
I'm still here.
And I'm still here. It's like that. And some niggas do feel left behind. Some niggas feel like, you know what I'm saying? Even if you come back and you do, hey, nigga, you need something, I got you with our case people, right? That's never enough. Cause they feel like, you know what I'm saying? Cause then you niggas be like, yeah, this nigga give me handouts. Niggas give me charity.
You think I need this?
Yeah, give me charity and shit like that. And it's always a fucking issue. You know what I'm saying? So niggas like I said, it's always just a.
So should you give back to the hood you came from?
I think you should. I think you should always should, but I think you have to. Well, this whole kind of we talking about gauging temperature with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if I get some money and I'm doing well off, whatever. Like you know what I'm saying? Some people gonna say might say different. But I have to move. I have to move my life, my situation away from it, from where I came from, because my situation is not what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? You have to kind of move around like-minded people and like people with like situations, because now those people with like situations, they don't need nothing from you. You don't have nothing that they can't get for themselves. But if I'm sitting in this fucking big ass house in the hood with all the money, everybody know I got all the money, what case may be, right?
Yeah.
Niggas always do have their hands out. Niggas always do expect something from you, and if you don't deliver, then it's an issue. You know what I'm saying? Which caused a thing, because at the end of the day, it's like, again, why you got this, I ain't got this.
I mean, I think it was a heavy debate that came up after all of this happened. Was that, you know, a lot of people are like, well, I mean, if he just wasn't there, if he wasn't in the hood, then he wouldn't have that problem. Like, he could help out and just not be there. So, do you feel like if you come from the hood and you make it out and you like doing well, should you not go back, or should you go back in spurts, or should you just?
I think you should be able to go back. I think at the end of the day, just like his situation, like his bottle's getting out, spur of the moment. Hey man, I'm gonna make sure you good. He's doing something good, something positive.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
But at the end of the day, you do have to remind yourself that I'm different. I'm a
not
different
the
person.
same.
I have to go with armed security or like a bodyguard partner or whatever at all times in those kind of situations because I don't know. I can vouch for myself, but I can't vouch for my surroundings. So
Right.
so something that, like you have to kind of know your status. Even though you want to be as normal as can be with it, right? You have to know the power that you have and be like, I can't move like I used to move. But they was talking about something like when Jay-Z used to go back to the projects, whatever, and give out stuff and do this and that, and like he don't do that no more. And it was like, it's not because he don't want to, it's because like, man, I know if I show up there, you know what I'm saying, niggas gonna be on some other shit, some riot shit, because everybody want to get pictures, this and that. He said it's gonna be a fucking problem for the hood, so I can't really go back and move like I used to move.
But the difference with Nipsey is that like he's there so much that he don't have that kind of an issue. Like they see him all the time, so it's not like. Because like you saw the video,
is he
like,
like
he was
a
in the
Slim
parking
Thug?
lot,
Kind
of like he's always around.
There was like,
like
somebody made this note. It was like, they was like, he was like the mayor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody knew you, whatever. It's like this is your hood. This is you run this, and everybody, you know what I'm saying? That's how everybody kind of. There's no celebrity with it. It's like everybody's like, oh, that's just him. And like you said, kind of like on some Slim Thug shit, like Slim Thug ride through the hood, and you from Houston, everybody like, okay, go Slim.
Yeah, because I had my cousin like, oh, you know, Slim Thug was at the club, like, we see him all the time.
Yeah, he's always out.
Yeah.
You know.
So it's like, it's a big deal, but not a big deal. He's been out like that for years, so we always see him.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's what's kind of troubling a lot of people, because I saw a lot of people arguing that and be like, oh, y'all niggas just gonna try to use this as an excuse not to go to the hood no more, and not to help out or whatever, or to say, oh, well, I made it, I'm gonna get out of here and I'm not gonna focus.
Who wants to stay in the hood? Like, really? Who wants to stay there?
I don't think anybody wants to stay there, but I think in the same vein of like Nipsey, they want to be able to like progress. Like he wanted to progress.
Yeah, I know he was doing for the hood, making it better, but nobody really wants to stay there.
But I mean, do you think he should have done it from like a distance, or do you think him hanging around the hood was okay?
I wouldn't say it's okay, but look what happened. Like, anywhere you from, I'd be like, I want to go back.
I think what he did was what he was supposed to do. But my only negative to what happened in the situation was you allowed yourself to kind of have that false sense of security. Yeah. Like I said, you are the mayor. You think, you know what I'm saying? This is
the mayor cut bodyguards though. He don't go.
And that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, but you think you're so much of a man of the people, right? And they, like I said,
you should know a lot of things. There's a lot of people that don't like your
but like I said, I give love. People give love back. This is my thing. And like I say, especially on that block and that thing like that, you think, hey, he should be bulletproof in the situation. But at
his corner.
Yeah, it's in his corner. This is his shit. You know what I'm saying? Literally, he owns.
Like, damn.
Like I say, he owns this shit.
That's his shit, and you got shot in front of
your
shit.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, but there's that false security. Like, hey, this is my shit. Everybody love me here. Everybody's with me. We all around together. But you have to be like, hey, that one little thing in the back of your head, be like, just in case. Yeah. You have to have that in your head. Regardless of any like Nipsey or anybody in life, you gotta always have that doubt in your head that, hey, I want to trust everybody. Everybody here should be loved, but just in case.
Yeah.
Like I mean, a good example is in Houston. Like Jay Prince run a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But you don't ever see Jay Prince moving around solo either. Like he got people with him. Like I just seen a video the other day. They were talking about it on Twitter, where like Jay Prince was somewhere. Like somebody was coming to interview him.
Oh, but it was good. He flagged them off for them. Dude, you see the dude walk back into the room, whatever, into the building. He had a gauge on him.
Yeah, he had the shotgun in his hand. He walked out the house first with a shotgun in his hand. Jay Prince was like, "Nah, go back." Like they good. So like even him, because Jay Prince is respected throughout Houston and shit throughout America. Yeah. But even him, like he had armed security with him all the time as he moved through the hood, and he is good. Jay Prince good in the hood, and that's kind of like how Nipsey is. Like he's good. He's good out there, but at the same time, like he had to remember that. You know, niggas I mean, it's still the hood at the end of the day. Like, it's still the hood and shit happens.
Yeah.
So you gotta be ready at all times for that kind of
it made me think of the what's name. Like I said, I don't like relating this shit to fantasy and stuff like that. But if you listen to this podcast, I'm sure everybody like The Wire. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like Omar getting killed on The Wire.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? In the hood, Omar feared in the hood. Everybody was feared and respected.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got killed by a little kid that didn't give a shit.
Yeah,
You know he just know that a nigga had a bonnet on his head.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I like Omar.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, everybody respect him, or you fear him or you respect him. That nigga have care over that nigga didn't fear shit in the hood. But, you know what I'm saying? The unexpected, which in this situation, the unexpected took you out.
I was trying to kind of relate it to like Malcolm X being killed a little bit, kind of.
It is.
Because
it's not very similar, but I see what you're saying.
Because I was reading like, you know, his autobiography and basically how when he was going to his speech, he didn't want anybody there with guns. It was his people that killed him.
But like I said, it was kind of like he knew that was going to happen. He knew it was
yeah.
But he didn't want, he said he didn't want nobody armed in the front, but he probably should have had that, just in case.
Well,
he already knew a lot of shit was going on.
He knew that they were going to come for him, and I think part of Malcolm X telling them not to have armed security there was so there wouldn't be a shootout where other people would be armed.
Well, damn, they shot the hell out of him.
Yeah. They wanted him dead. I like it.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, that goes into the whole. I guess we can go into this right now too. So this is all kind of like all together.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theories. Because like I said, we talking about Malcolm and stuff like that, and they was like, well, you know, that was the government paid this and that, and nobody really likes to talk about like, hey, you know, his own people really.
It was his own people.
Because his message changed.
Yeah. He changed, got kicked out of they kind of booted him out of.
Yeah, because like I say, because they didn't like what he was speaking, because he didn't like a lot of stuff. Like I say, this is not just off talking about the movie. This is like I've seen like read stuff in documentaries about how he was like after he came back from Mecca and stuff. He just started seeing a lot of shit. He was like, we not living like how we preach it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't what the word is really about. This is supposed to be for everybody.
Because he was talking to like Malcolm. Some stuff he said I didn't agree with like I guess when John F. Kennedy died, he was like kind of didn't. He was like he just did.
It's kind of like fuck him.
Yeah.
Right.
But then he talked about Martin Luther King being like Uncle Tom. But then when he came back, he was like, we need to come back together, and he wanted them to be together and do stuff together in communities and stuff like that. But his message did change. They ain't like that. So they had to get rid of it.
Just because they saw how much of and it was on some Nipsey shit. Like I said, it's not the same way, but and it kind of is. It's like you see somebody start standing apart from the group, whatever,
and you're taking the people with you.
Yeah, and it's like because like the people talking about with the Nipsey thing was stuff. It's like you just didn't kill a man, you killed a whole like mission.
Yeah,
pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody related it to like literally killing hope.
Yeah.
Killed hope.
He gave people jobs.
Right.
Like, that's why I was like, damn, you gave. I didn't know he was doing all that, to be honest. I was like, well.
Yeah, he did a lot.
And like, people always talking about, oh, well, the white man, you know what I'm saying, this and that. Like, and it was like.
It's us who's doing it.
And I was like, a lot of times, you know, through history and stuff like that, like, y'all give the white man too much credit.
A lot of credit.
You know what I'm saying? When at the end of the day, we doing the white man's work.
Basically.
Yep.
Because we're crabs in a bucket. We can't allow each other to come up.
You know what? I saw an analogy related to that the other day. They were talking about crabs in a bucket, because you know that's the saying that everybody says, oh, you know, black people act like crabs in a bucket or whatever.
We do.
But the analogy that I read was crabs are not born in a bucket.
Oh.
Somebody has to put them in a bucket, and then
so the white man put us in the bucket.
I'm not even saying the white. I'm just saying that, like, I mean, well, basically yes, that is what it is. But I'm saying that, like, circumstances beyond our control put us in a certain situation to where we are now clawing at each other. Where we come into that is we have to learn that shit ain't working.
Right.
Like, we have to learn, okay, yeah, we are in a bucket, we are crabs in a bucket, but we can not act like crabs. You know what I'm saying? We can not act like crabs and start fighting each other trying to get to the top. We can work together to actually get out of the bucket. But the thing is, we are starting from an adverse situation, and that is why I like what Nipsey Hussle was doing, because he came from a very bad situation. I'm sure he did a lot of dirt himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of bad times leading up to this point. But what he did was he set things up so that, okay, yeah, we in this bad situation, but we can still make something out of it. We just got to figure out a different way.
He gave us hope. That, you know
He
what?
did, and I don't think the hope should have to die with him.
No.
That's the other thing.
And hopefully it does not. And hopefully it raises someone else's spirits up to be like, we got to keep this legacy going and help each other.
He's gonna be a martyr.
Yeah.
Which is, and it fucking sucks.
It does.
It's not cool. Like I say, it's great that your message will live on. And you know what I'm saying, it will spread seeds to other people to probably stand up and to do more things. But why did you have to die to give these people hope, to give these people drive and to get up to be like, you know what, I need to keep going because make sure this person didn't die for nothing.
Do you think like the leaders we had before who died, they didn't? I mean, when they died, that kind of gave people hope too, or like, because they didn't know who they had at the time. We went around with like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and we ain't got that many, I guess.
I mean, we not. It's not on the same level of that because it was such like everything was done kind of in a vacuum then because you didn't have so much widespread social media and stuff like that. So
I think the scary part about that, like say something like, and I feel like that's how it happened, like with Martin Luther King, whatever the case may be. Because I'm sorry, I am conspiracy. I don't trust Jesse Jackson.
Yeah. You always say
I think he's full of shit. But kind of like how the issue.
You think he killed King?
Nah, I think I wouldn't be surprised if he knew some shit going with it, whatever. But my issue is this is kind of like when somebody of that ilk or whatever, of that lane dies, then it will spring seeds of hope for other people to lead, but also springs false prophets as well to control the narrative.
Yes, but you be like, really?
You know what I'm saying? There'll be other from this new situation. There will be people that's gonna do some positive things. There'll also be some people that'll spring up to act like they doing positive shit.
Yeah,
to get the spotlight. They gonna try to get the spotlight from it.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's on the people to call it out when they see it. People got on Future ass today.
Yeah,
what if
Future tripping though.
Yeah.
What did Future say?
Somebody made a post about Nipsey talking about the positive shit he did and like one of the sayings he had with her, right? And Future commented on it, talking like, yeah, because you know that's what I be doing.
Yeah, he said there need to be more of us out here.
Yeah, more of us because you know like.
Why y'all got mad at that?
No,
what Future doing?
No, he's not more of us
making
like
babies.
Yeah,
exactly.
Population.
Yeah. He's keeping the population.
Hey.
He's keeping population in the hood. That's all he's doing.
He's keeping baby mamas out here to have shows.
Yeah. So everybody's like, man, they like, how about you take care of your kids first before you take care of the
Black folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's one other thing I wanted to talk about is
you don't know what he's doing out there.
Because I think, like, to go back to us talking about him, you know, letting the dude go, like giving him a pass for being a snitch and all that kind of stuff. I think one of the big things he was trying to do was, like, try to change the thought process and the behavior patterns of the hood. And so, I mean, in therapy, we call it cognitive behavioral therapy. So it's like you figure out what thought process you have and what behaviors come of that thought process, and you try to change them. And I think that's basically that's part of what he was doing for the hood, is just that, like, he was giving people new hope as far as the storefronts that he was opening in that shopping center. Like, he had a restaurant, he had another clothing store for, like, essentials, like bare essentials for people who need, like, you know, for interview clothes and that kind of stuff. He had a store next to his marathon store that actually sold essentials. And, like, he employed up-and-coming artists to work in those stores. Because if you think about it, a lot of up-and-coming rappers do a lot of dirt. Like, they sell drugs and things like that because they trying to get the money to get studio time and trying to come up and do that kind of stuff. And so what he was doing was giving another avenue to be like, okay, you don't have to be on the street to make money. Come work for me, make some money, we'll get you some studio time, and now you can try to do that.
Because you know I can get you the studio time that you need, or
right.
Going to like, so go through me
rather than going right the streets. Yeah. And so, like, I think a lot of what he was doing was a type of cognitive behavioral therapy. Like, he's trying to change people's thought process, change their behaviors. And even in the act of letting the snitch go, like, he's trying to show people. I mean, I know he made a scene out of it or whatever, he embarrassed the dude, but I don't know, and I'm not putting thoughts in his head, but in my mind, the way I look at it was, I'm giving you a pass. Like, we don't have to hurt people that are snitches or whatever else. If they are snitches, then they don't need to be around, and we can just tell them to leave. You know what I'm saying? That's a different approach to it than, you know, we gonna whoop this nigga ass, we gonna kill him, that kind of stuff. Like we gonna take it a different direction. We're gonna change that behavior, and by changing that small behavior, you can change a lot of the mentality of people. To where, like, you know, you don't have to necessarily resort to violence in that situation. You can let it go, because you know, by the code standards, like somebody rightfully could have killed that man right there in front of that store.
Yeah.
Because he's a snitch, he comes back around the hood doing shit like, why are you still here? Like, why are you there? Like, you could have got jumped, you could have got killed, whatever. But you know, instead of doing it that way, we're gonna try, hey, you know, just leave, get out, don't come back. So we change that mentality, but everybody's not ready to make that change.
No.
Yeah.
It's hard to make people change, man.
Yeah, no, like I say, that's the whole point. Like I say, with the hood stuff, whatever, it's kind of like, say like digital things, like trying to, like say, change the culture, change the environment. But it shows that one man, as one person, you can do something, but you can't do it all.
Right.
Like I say, it takes more. It takes an army of people to change a whole environment, you know what I'm saying, around you and stuff like that, because you have to get everybody on the same page. Like they're saying, like, I can't, like they always talk about, like, when people do good work, it's like, man, if I reach 1 or 2 people, whatever, then I've done something, right? Yeah. Which is very much true and stuff like that. But to change a whole culture of people, whatever, you have to damn near change everybody's situation there. Because like I say, he did like the STEM programs and stuff like that, helping the kids, the next generations and stuff like that, which is what you're supposed to do. But for those people that's in between, like you,
like the 20-year-olds, kind of like in between the generations.
You can help some, like I said, with giving them jobs and stuff like that, but you can't help them all by yourself. Right. And like I said, even though you want to try, you know what I'm saying, you can't help them all by yourself.
Is he doing this all by himself? Really?
I mean, he wasn't really by himself, but it's like you have a small consortium of people.
Yeah.
Like it's not like, okay, the whole hood is buying in. I mean, you had enough people buying into it.
But everybody went for it.
Change. But of course, I mean, granted, given this situation, everybody ain't about it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't about that change. And it's a mentality that has to shift. And kind of what he was doing also with, like you said, the STEM academies and things, trying to bring kids into STEM jobs and get them interested in that kind of stuff, was trying to change the mentality of that next generation. Because old heads in the hood are usually good. Like they're not gonna be real violent all the time. They're like that because they've learned. They've gotten that far in life. They're good. Yeah. Young kids can be molded, and like what Wash was saying is like it's that middle, that in between, like from 18 to 35. That like
that's all I know.
Yeah,
I ain't trying
that's
to
all
change
I know.
that.
I ain't trying to go. Yeah. Like that. I'm getting money quick and everything else.
Right.
Like,
throw it up.
I said most old heads, like 40, 50-year-old men in the hood, will be like, you know, I've learned that this shit ain't coming to that, or you know, young kids, you know, it is what it is.
Well, like me and Ash was talking about earlier, though, like on the podcast, whatever. We was talking about like generation gaps, whatever. We was kind of like people like our age and some our age and then older for sure. They always, when they talk about life stuff, whatever, even though you're using some hood shit, they always talk about, man, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that, you know what I'm saying, get this family, like that. You always talk about stuff in the future. Because you know what I'm saying, because we always thought, our generation and the older thought they gonna live forever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We have that false sense of, you know what I'm saying, mortality, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be good because I'm gonna get this and that, I'm gonna be here around for a long time. This generation, they don't live past tomorrow, past next hour.
Like my cousin, I was saying, I get this now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's microwave.
Yeah. It's microwave culture because everything is instant. Everything is like, you know what I'm saying, look how much money I got today. And stuff. Now that I'm trying to
show it on Instagram.
Not trying to see that. Not trying to show you I'm gonna have some more money tomorrow or case of B. It's like I need to show you how much money I have today. And this is all the money I have. I'm gonna flash it.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy this section today. We're gonna buy these dollars. I ain't got no money.
I'm about to go strip club. Fuck 100.
What?
I'm saying fuck 100 or 2 in the strip club, whatever. I'm finna go get the bag of money. You know what I'm saying, a couple of thousand just to show y'all niggas on Instagram how I'm really doing it. This might be my whole life savings, everything I have.
This is my whole check to 2 more weeks.
But that's the whole point. This might be my whole check, right? This is all the money I have right now. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be here tomorrow. I'm gonna flip it and get it again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not thinking about the future.
YOLO. Oh, that's all. Can't say that.
Yeah, no. I just hope my wish for all of this is that, you know, something comes of you know, his death, because I think that the work that he was doing is, you know, invaluable. So like it you know, it's priceless. Like people need to continue that hustle that he had. Bless you.
Thank you.
But people need to continue that work that he had, you know, just because I think that, like we said, that next generation has to do better than what we've done. I mean, I think we've come a long way from what we used to be. I mean, it ain't the 80s, so it ain't gang wars like it was in the 80s.
Gang wars,
but it ain't. It's still alive.
I heard it said earlier this about like the gang wars, like the Crips and Bloods, like that, have more casualties than the Iraq War.
Right.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like they were killing.
Not here.
No,
mostly in California.
Yeah, we were never big on gang shit.
Yeah, gangs wasn't big out there. But I just think that continuing to work, because not just gang shit, but just, you know, shit going on in the hood, period. Because like I said, I didn't come up in the hood, but I knew people in the hood, and I worked in the hood the better part of my teaching career. Mm-hmm. So I know that the kids in the hood, like, they need that kind of a push where, like, what Nipsey was doing. So I think that everybody should continue to do that, and should really look out and see, you know, how they can help and try to change the mentality of the people, because that's all it has to be, is really a mental shift, so that everybody kind of looks out for these types of signs. Because like I said, dude had mental health problems, and, you know, just this one thing kind of set him over the edge. But I think that, you know, making people more cognizant of those types of issues in the hood would be a big step.
Yeah, like I say, going back to the point where, like, people talking about, like, yeah, this kind of like almost maybe like you kill hope with it, right? Yeah. I hate hearing shit like this. Like I said, I wasn't never like a big Nipsey Hussle fan, like on his music and stuff like that. Yeah. So I just never just got into it. But like I said, I listened to like a lot of his interviews he did and stuff like that, and I was like, it made me kind of like, okay, want to know more about him and things like that. Mm-hmm. What bothered me with him passing the way he did was, you know, you hear some people talking about it, it's just like you hate seeing like a good dude pass away like that. Right. Like merch like that. Like I say, in one person, like I said, I had 3 partners coming up. And like I say, and it's weird that, like I say, I'm not a hood dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's a suburban type family, whatever. I say good family. I've never really had to, we've had hardships, you know what I'm saying? But we don't really have to just struggle for too much. But like I said, I have 3 friends in my lifetime that been murdered. Now they died of cancer, died of they was sick or whatever, but been murdered. Right. Like really, all 3 of their cases are all open because nobody knows who killed them and stuff like that. But they were all murdered by somebody and stuff. And like I say, and they was all 3 of them was good dudes that you be like, that's not their life. Right. Like there's certain partners and certain people that you know that they end up dead or the case may be. You know, that nigga was doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, I'm not surprised I heard that. You know what I'm saying? But it's different when, you know what I'm saying, you hear certain people pass away, like they get murdered and stuff like that. You like, that's not his life. Right. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck happened? And it's kind of like we said on the Nipsey thing, like for what he was doing and like progressing the hood and, you know what I'm saying, want people to do better or whatever. It's kind of like, if that maybe was his life 10 years ago, but you know what I'm saying, for the past at least 5 or 6 years, you know what I'm saying, that was no way his life. Right, that's what I was gonna say. Like 10, 11 years ago, that's who he was. Like that was the life he lived, but you know, he was trying to turn things around, and that's what I think that's what bothered people a lot. Is that, you know, the Nipsey that most people knew now was a great man. Yeah. And so they don't know about all that extra shit that happened before. And he was trying to make it so that shit wasn't the big part of his life. And somebody said, I heard somebody said it's like they was like, think about what the person he was 10 years ago, right? Might have been still like, cause he was 33, so 23, still in the hood shit, still in the gang shit. And they was like, in that 10-year span from 23 to 33, look at the man he became, right? Right. It's like he's still been alive. It just make you think what in 10 years the man he was being.
I thought about that. I was like, damn, he died at 33. Yeah. This was in your mind to do.
Like he was on track to be in Jay-Z level earlier than Jay-Z.
I think so.
And Jay-Z saw that vision in him, and that's why Jay-Z, you know, put that, when he gave him $10,000, when he bought 100 of his $100 CDs. Oh. When he put that $100 mixtape out, he bought 100 copies of it. So that's like a $10,000 CD.
He did the Jay-Z better than the Jay-Z.
Right.
Because Jay-Z did the shit where he stole, where he basically was platinum when he first released, because he got Samsung to buy all his shit. Yeah. When he did the title thing, whatever. That's what Nipsey did. Nipsey did better than him. Was like, I'm gonna release my mixtape without for $100 a pop. I'm only gonna sell 1,000 of them. 1,000 people bought them. I'm saying 100K instantly.
Yeah. So and the other thing is like, and then one of the things I was having a discussion about was that Jay-Z mentioned in the line that he had, Hov did that, so hopefully you wouldn't have to go through that.
Yeah.
So what I said was Nipsey is basically like he was the embodiment of that. Like everybody knows he did wrong. He never shied away from the fact he was rolling 60s. He didn't shy away from the gang life and shit he did while he was in the gang life. But then he was like, I'm gonna show y'all a different path. I know that I did all this shit, but there's other shit that you can do. Like I'm gonna open these stores up, y'all can work in here. I'm gonna give y'all some pathways. I'm gonna help y'all out if you need some help. I got you. Like he's helping out everybody because he's like, I did a lot of bullshit. Like I did a lot of shit and I admit it, but y'all don't have to.
The nigga was Snoop 2.0.
Right. Like that's what I'm saying. He embodied Snoop, Jay-Z, all of them in one person, and that he didn't get a chance to reach his full potential. And he, as great as he was right when he died, he wasn't even to his his final form. He wasn't even reaching his full potential yet. But
I'm not allergies and shit like that.
I'm good.
Alright,
Yeah,
well,
I know you was crying. You wipe your eyes and stuff.
I know. I'm saying. But speaking of, we can go into the Hussle with it. So the Hussle is actually, if we gonna stay on the same track, because I was gonna talk about grieving, because a lot of stuff came up in the past couple of weeks about grieving, because he, with Nipsey dying, and then
White.
his wife was
But his
ex-fiance, whatever she was for him, his baby mom.
Mm-hmm.
When she died, and then you have, of course, Megan Thee Stallion's mom that died. Like all these people were dying. Yeah, that was like 2 weeks ago. It's about a week ago. But so her mother died and everything. So like all these people are dying, and what came up a lot in conversation was, oh my God, how can they do that and deal with the death that way?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like one of the things that came up. Okay, so I'll start with Megan Thee Stallion. So Megan Thee Stallion's mother passed, and Megan Thee Stallion's mother was always around. She was like an old rapper or whatever, but like she would always come around. Like they had video of her in the studio with Meg, just keeping up and talking to her about what she was rapping, that kind of stuff, and just helping her out, just being real supportive.
Her mom used to rap.
Yeah, like I don't think like big time professionally, but she could rap. So she would like be supportive and try to, hey, you need to say this like this, say this like that. They have video of her doing that. And so, like, I think her mom had gotten sick and died or something like that happened. I don't know what happened, but her mother died like last week. And so, like, 2 days later, Megan Thee Stallion's like blowing up right now. Like, she's getting bigger and bigger nationwide right now. So, like, she's kind of staying on top of things. She's releasing Instagram live like every day, and she's on tour, kind of like doing different shows and stuff like that. So, like, somebody online, they had a debate about how she was like twerking on Instagram 2 days after her mom had died. And so like, oh my God, I can't believe she's not gonna take time.
What do you want her to do in the grieving period?
That's what the conversation I wanted to have. Like, what is a grieving period?
I remember when my dad passed, I went out maybe 2 weeks later, and a lot of other people didn't know he passed, and they were just like, man, how's your family and how's your dad? I was like, oh, he passed. And I kept going, and my homeboy was like, Ashley. I was like, we good. Like, I dealt with grieving more of I want to be out and moving instead of at home shut in. I got to be moving because I didn't want to think about it so much. And I know he didn't want me probably thinking about, like,
just you to move on.
Yeah, not just move on, forget it. She didn't forget about her mom.
Right.
This is what her mom probably wanted her to do.
Exactly.
So she's probably doing more about her career because my mom pushed me towards that. So I'm going to basically make her proud of what, even though it's twerking, Mama twerked that ass.
But then it all goes down to like coping.
Yeah.
Like people, like I said, because she be turned up on Instagram and stuff like that with about and stuff like that. People, like I said, people have their comments, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like you said, what you want me to do, and it's like what I might be doing maybe not good for me, right? But this is what I'm doing right now. To push.
But you don't know what she's doing later on. She gotta go to sleep, or does she go to sleep?
Yeah, when I get by myself.
Because there was times I wasn't going to sleep. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, you don't know what she's doing. We're gonna show you this on live. And like how I didn't know her mother passed. I was just like, probably, hey, she's twerking. Have fun.
Like she just made like one post about it that day.
She probably won't talk about it. I just know
exactly.
I didn't want to talk about it. It seemed like my friends were more sad than I was, and I was just like, I'm helping y'all more than me.
Right.
I was like, great.
Yeah, like and that's how kind of I was too. Because shit, when I found out my dad passed, I was about to go back to work because I was like, yeah, so like I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go finish my work day and then I'll catch up with y'all afterward. They're like, no, you need to leave.
Yeah,
and I was like, so I didn't break down until I actually left work, and I was like, well, shit, I guess I should have left work.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like you said, you never know how people are dealing with things.
I never wanted to cry in front of nobody, so everything was more like, we got stuff we gotta do. So I showed a brave face, but at night you be by yourself.
Yep.
You by yourself. Yeah, I broke down. I just didn't want nobody else to see that shit.
And I mean, with that, yeah, because I was gonna say like that. The video came out. Well, I never watched the video because I don't want to see the shit. But a video came out like yesterday or the day before. Somebody had video Lauren London when she found out.
Man, I heard.
Yeah,
like, I don't want to see that.
Her running to the hospital.
I don't want to see. I don't want to see that.
I was like, I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah, but because this is my thing. Like I said, what y'all talking about too, about like the grieving process and how y'all feel. Like I kind of do hate where we at in society right now, because now, like you say, everybody is waiting like what she's gonna say, what she's gonna do, what she's gonna, how at the funeral, how she's gonna be at the funeral and stuff. And it's like, what the fuck you want her to do?
And then you know they're just gonna be watching, like, what you call, my friend kept telling me she ain't putting nothing on Instagram yet. Damn, give her a break, dog. She lost her husband. The father of her children. Like, how you explain that to a 2-year-old?
I mean, like, my thing is, I don't think this is new. I don't think that feeling is new. I think the platform is new. Like
everybody knows.
You checking Instagram, see how she reacting on Instagram, how she reacting on Twitter,
too much.
What Facebook post did she put up. But I think old people did the same thing. Because I remember being at funerals even when I was younger.
And they watching?
And like people be like watching, be like, what she got on? Like what she gonna wear? What she
you
gonna
ain't never lied, yeah.
Like they checking for how people react. Why she all over the place like that? Why she acting like that? Why she doing this? Like it's always in people's mind to try to figure out how you gonna grieve, how you gonna take it, what you gonna do next.
My uncle was just like, I remember my grandma passed, I had to be like 10. So my grandma was like a mother to me.
Yeah.
And at the wake, I was just crying like it was over. Like I was the only one at the wake, like I can't do this. And he was that's his mother. Girl, stop crying.
Right.
And I was like, wait a minute. So I went out on him, 10 years old. Like this your mama.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to, but they're grown. I don't know.
But
I wanted to see what they were gonna do too.
But that goes back to like everybody's gonna grieve in their own way, and you can't really judge people how they grieve because like
that's true.
He may not have felt like crying, but you felt like crying, and so he gotta let you cry even though you don't want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then like it makes that want to go to work to make herself feel better.
And you never know, she might be in counseling later on,
right?
Like
she
behind closed doors, but she don't want to let y'all know. That's her business.
Yeah, she might be seeing a grief counselor.
But you know, people gonna be on the left on everything.
And then the other person I had was a lot of people were coming to Diddy because Diddy keeps making posts.
I think he's truly hurt.
Like he is.
He's truly
He's
hurt.
really, really hurt. And people are like getting mad.
I don't like how they were like, you ain't showing that much love. She was alive. I'm like, damn, okay. It's like that with everybody though.
But that kind of goes back to what we talked about in the beginning. Like I hate that type of shit. Like not against him or whatever, just I hate that just feeling. Cause like her dying or whatever, if from his post, it feel like it showed him.
Yeah, it probably did affect him. Like, she probably wanted something with me.
Yeah,
I don't know. We don't know their relationship.
I want some fuck shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it bothers me because like it shouldn't take, for a lot of us, it shouldn't take somebody dying for us to realize shit. But it goes back to, like I said, when I was younger, being afraid to be taken out, to be somebody else, be a martyr for somebody else to succeed. Like I want to have my life. I want to enjoy what I can do, whatever. I want to be people. I don't want my purpose to be to help you get better. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like my death helps you get better. Like I want to be alive to help you get better.
Right. I want to touch lives and change lives before I die. I don't want to die and then you go back and look at some of my old tweets and be like, damn, this nigga has some shit to say. Nigga, listen to me now.
Yeah,
it's hard to listen to you now, though.
Yeah,
nigga, I'm talking about my voice.
No, it's not like that. I'm talking about like it's hard to listen to people while they alive. I do look at stuff my dad wrote. It was like, oh, I wonder why he read that book. But I'm older now. Back then, I wasn't probably paying attention or nothing. When I go back in his books and I see his little quotes he wrote.
But like I said, the grieving process, whatever. And that's kind of like still with the Hussle grieving, whatever. It's kind of like how social media just puts everything out on some stupid shit. Like, everybody's grieving different with this situation. And I think it's pissing people off because...
It pisses me off.
Like I said, it's pissing people off.
Somebody said, you listen to Nipsey now. Nigga, yes. I was like, damn, I listened to a couple of songs. Yeah, I had to ask somebody, like, do I know his music like that? I seen his interviews. I didn't listen to his music.
But I think, this is my whole point that I think is it's easy. There's nothing wrong with somebody being like, you know what, I never listened to him before, right?
But I knew who he was.
Hey, I'm saying, but this situation made me go look at his interviews and him, you know what I'm saying? He jamming with her, right? I hate the people that they weren't really fans, whatever. But they over the top of like, oh my god.
And they're posting a picture with a long paragraph.
This nigga the second color, this and that. It's like, nigga, I've never seen you say anything about him.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. It's like, that's what's up, but I don't need you to stand that hard.
Crazy part was, my brother was like, man, you listen to that nigga, because his album was good. And he always used to tell me, I just watched a lot of YouTube interviews. So I knew who he was. Plus I love Lauren London. So I was like,
Right. But I mean, I relate that back to like just regular grieving. Okay, so like you talking about people that show love all of a sudden out of their dead, like all of a sudden they act like they really know. People do that all the time for people that aren't famous. Like I've seen people fall out at funerals.
Okay,
like,
yeah, you're right. You're right. I have seen that.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. You like, motherfucker, like, where you been?
You're right. For years, but you gonna jump all over the casket and cry and make a scene, but you ain't did shit in years. I mean, it's the same kind of idea. Sometimes that just brings different things out of people, and like I said, I want to let people grieve how they need to grieve, but at that point, you gotta know the difference between like grieving and like putting on a show. Like, and that's where I couldn't deal with.
So
that.
they need some type of attention, so they're gonna use.
They need the attention. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I think in this situation, whatever, you have some people that might be really grieving, whatever.
Yeah.
But the market is so saturated with people being over the top.
No, we don't even know. And that's how I felt. I can't lie. I think that Sunday and Monday, I was just like, I don't even be on social media because everything was about him. Everybody posted stuff about him. But I was like, I ain't never heard none of y'all talk about him. But it'll be long stuff, like long paragraphs.
Yeah, so like I say, it just causes a conflict. Like I said, you don't know who real about it, who not real about it.
And the thing is,
let us grieve then.
I was gonna say, you just gotta kind of not think about anything anybody else is doing, because if it affects you, it affects you the way it affects you, and that's kind of how grieving is in general. If it affects you, however it affects you, you take it how it affects you. Don't worry about how anybody else is taking it. Don't worry about how anybody else is dealing with it. If they making posts about it, and like I said, like the way Diddy posts, everybody worried about his post. Everybody worried about Meg Thee Stallion twerking. Everybody worried about when his Lauren gonna say something. Like, everybody's worried about how people grieve. If you are affected, take your affection however it comes to you. Everything else is just not your business.
No. Mind your business.
Mind your own business.
Mind your business.
All right, man. So we over
Take
an hour.
I thought you were gonna sing.
No.
He can't sing right now.
I can't do that right now.
He's tenor, bass.
I can't do bass.
Okay.
I can bass, but
you know I gotta do my mouth like that, man.
no, my voice won't crack even if I try.
That's okay.
Yep.
So everybody done. Everybody got anything else?
No. This is no. I just think it's so sad.
It is.
This situation is sad, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, prayers
I
to
want to
everybody
see people
involved.
do good in the hood, everywhere in the community.
Man, tell everybody that you love them, man.
Yeah.
I love y'all.
He's like, love you too.
And don't expect it to be said back all the time. So
No, I didn't hear you say it.
We love you. I love you too, Ashley.
All right.
But I'm talking about in general. Don't expect people to say it back. Don't say I love you so that somebody says I love you
If
back.
they're coming from you, that's weird.
I know her. Cause
Yeah.
you love me. Nah, I love y'all. I can say that to y'all. Other people, I be like, oh Lord.
Nobody can say, but like I say, you give people their flowers while they're here.
Yep.
And I've been doing that.
Good job.
Like, girl be getting on my nerves. Shit.
Give them their flowers. Give them the flowers.
Okay.
Yeah. When you got anything else?
No.
Nah, what's
I
going
can't even
on?
talk.
Tell Jeremy to stay away from his cigarettes.
Nigga,
You been smoking?
Yeah, I sound like a...
He's like, now I'm ready for the knee.
coughing and shit. Oh, that might be next week. Never mind. I'll be like, okay.
I hate that fucking commercial. I was like, all I do that lady, dog. Because like, she's on all the commercials and she died.
Huh?
Yeah, she died.
You really laughing?
It was fucked up how they used as a prop. But she was
I changed the channel when she come on.
Yeah, I did too. Every time.
That voice hurts.
But yeah, I don't want to think about that right now.
Okay. All right. Any shout outs? None?
No, we working on some stuff. We'll see what we can get shaking in the next couple weeks.
Shaking and baking. Take us away, Alex.
Well, as of shit, we finna have what's the remedy workout. So.
Oh yeah, we about to work it out.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
As always, we hope you laughed a little, learned a lot. We hope you helped you find a remedy to whatever's troubling you. This is What's the Remedy podcast.
All right, y'all.
Peace out.
We out.